Hey guys, this is it guys. It is Hockey Week in the Elite League as Cardiff Devils will return to action this Saturday. To be honest, nobody cares about Cardiff but Cardiff fans. Obviously, you know, Nottingham, Belfast, Glasgow, they all come back next week, but it is Cardiff who come back this week, and the GOATs of the Elite League, the Sheffield Steelers, come back in just 2 weeks' time. Actually, well, 19 days. But guys, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. The pain of being sat on a gaming chair making off-season content is nearly over. It's the 11th of August. Welcome, everybody, to the pre-season predictions, where today we're going to be predicting the Cardiff Devils versus Gap. That is it. That is literally the name of the team in France, Gap. They're from the boring French league, which is the most boring hockey league in the world. Does anybody actually enjoy watching French hockey teams? Because I think they're the worst, especially Rouen. But today we're going to be predicting the results for the Cardiff Devils versus Gap. Now, don't get too excited about this game. Don't think, oh, Gap are going to beat Cardiff easily, because they're not. Because I'll have you know, Gap were bottom of the French league last year, and they've not won a game in a while. So let's go through it. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, give it a like and of course subscribe. Content's going to get insane now, guys. We are in the final few weeks of the Steelers off-season. We are in the final 5 days of the Elite League off-season. So without further ado, let's go through night 1. Simply put it, I think this night on Saturday, this night is going to be the closest of the two, because Gap will want to test themselves properly against Cardiff. I don't think Cardiff will batter Gap. The reason why? The physicality on the Cardiff team will get them penalties, and I think Gap will actually get the first goal of the game and shock everybody by going 0-1 up. However, I do think Cardiff will win this game. I do think Cardiff will win both games, because when it comes to pre-season, Cardiff can win games, but when it comes to league play, Cardiff just drop off the board. So I do think Cardiff will win this game, but by how many is the real question. I do think this night will be the closest of the two. I think Stavanger will challenge Belfast next week. You'll be shocked at the predictions for that game, because I'll tell you what, I'm not fully favouriting Belfast. I actually think Stavanger's got a good chance. But I do think Cardiff will be tested out by Gap. But Cardiff in night 1, I think, will run away 4-2 winners. That's a close scoreline. Only 4-2 because of the penalty minutes that Cardiff are going to face. And I think Gap will score on a power play. But I do think Cardiff will win by 4-2 on night 1. Now, Cardiff lost their first pre-season friendly last season. I can't remember. They were playing the Herlev Eagles and Herlev won the first game. Some of these European teams are good. You know, there is a bit of a gap between the British League and the French League. Believe it or not, the Elite Ice Hockey League has much better talent than the French League. So do you remember that rumour when it was like Patrick Watling was going to go to the French League? That rumour was a bunch of bullshit, because that would be a massive downgrade for Watling. Why would he go to the French League? Why would anybody go to the French League? It's the most boring league in the world. Night 2. This will be the night where the typical Cardiff Devils turn up. You know, Cardiff against Fife, where their annoying commentator will go, "Chance! Goal!" Their commentator is so annoying. Like, you don't need to take every shot like it's the World Cup. Your commentator, they go, "Chance!" for every single shot, when the shot went over the boards. That's not a chance. That's a flop. Okay? But night 2 will be the biggest night of the two. I think Cardiff will win 5-1. I think Cardiff will absolutely dominate Gap and they will win 5-1. If not, I think Gap will win 2-1. If it's not 5-1, it's a Gap win. Pretty much confirmed, if it's 1-1 in the third period, Gap are going to win the game. Pretty much confirmed. I think this year is going to be the year where we see the Ben Bounds downfall. Do you remember Beskar Awani in 23-24, where Beskar Awani just lost the plot? Like, all of a sudden, Beskar Awani was the goalie you'd want to have in net. There was one game where I said, oh God, Beskar Awani's in net. We proceeded to score 6 past him. But I think this will be the year where Bounds falls apart. Like, Bounds will not know what's about to come for him. Do you know, I think Bounds still acts like he's in the 2015 days. If you're an Elite League fan and you've been watching for 10 years, do you remember Bounds back in 2015, 16, 17? Bro was insane. Obviously, so like, you'd have Ben Bounds on any team in the league. Even Dundee would take Ben Bounds. Dundee were mad about not getting Kevin Carr back. So yeah, that is pre-season week 1 prediction. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the Elite League's best Brit, Robert Dowd. Wednesday, we're going to be showing my jersey concept for the Steelers because, as you guys know, shirt launch is just a few weeks away. Then on Thursday, we're going to be showing the Challenge Cup Final 2024 match vlog. Again, premiered on the channel, so you can chat in the chat and watch it live again. It's going to be a great re-showing as we get closer to the new season. Leave your predictions for the Cardiff Devils versus Gap games in the comments below. I'll be sure to review them. And that is it from Steelers Guy, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Steelers Guy video. Goodbye.